Hello everyone, welcome to Startup Academy. So in today's lecture, we shall be talking about the independence and the partition. Okay, so abhi tak we have seen the Gandhian era, we have seen, and we have already talked about the Quit India movement, civil disobedience, non-cooperation movement. So now we are moving towards the independence. Therefore, the unit for today shall be, you can write it as, okay, to make it visible, let's convert it into black. So we can write it as unit independence and partition. Because when India gained partition, before gaining partition, the India was split. It was when India gained independence, it was partition. It was split. So we have already read about the major split that we have seen. That was nothing but the split. We can say the partition of Bengal, which was done in 1905, and the viceroy responsible for this partition, you will be commenting down, because we have already discussed the partition of Bengal, East Bengal, West Bengal, and all of the Bengals we have discussed already, so that you will be commenting down. So for today, you can write down the heading, that is independence and partition in India. So let's talk about the independence. When we talk about the independence was not previously gained. Independence came via putting lot of efforts, and all of the efforts we have already seen, like from the early nationalists, we have seen the assertives one, we have seen the moderatives ones, all the nationalists we have been seeing up till date. Also we have heard about the movements that were started by Mahatma Gandhi ji in order to start or gain the independence. Therefore there was a Wavell plan in 1943. When we talk about the Wavell plan in 1943, there was a consider a scenario when the Congress and all the political leaders, all the political leaders faced a political deadlock. When we faced a political deadlock, therefore, a viceroy from England sent Wavell with a plan known as the Wavell Plan. What was the Wavell Plan? He said that according to the plan, we can say according to the plan, India would be given independence but under British. Under the British government. What does that mean now? India will be gaining independence, that is fine. But under the British, what does that mean? If India is gaining certain sort of independence, that too under the British, that means that British community will not be leaving us, will not leave, but they would be sitting on our forehead and will continue to rule us. We do not want such thing. Now the Congress leaders and all of the leaders, they said that we shall not be combining with you, we shall not be coordinating with you, and we shall not be part of you anymore. Now what do we want? We just want independence, we just want complete independence. You can write it as complete independence was the motto. And hence, the Congress and public, Congress, all the political leaders, and everyone, and political leaders, what did they do? They did nothing but rejected plan. Rejected which plan? Wavell plan. Okay, when Wavell plan was rejected, therefore came another thing, that was the Mountbatten plan. Another thing that came was Mountbatten plan. Mountbatten was the viceroy. He was made viceroy by whom? He was made viceroy by the Britain PM of that time, that was Clement Eltre. He was the PM of that time, and sorry, he was the PM of that time, and he was in favor with the Indians. He wanted Indians to gain independence as quick as possible. Therefore, the Britain PM made made Mountbatten as his viceroy. Mountbatten was made viceroy. Viceroy. PM made viceroy as Mountbatten, and Mountbatten came to India with a plan known as Mountbatten Plan. So let's know what Mountbatten Plan was. Coming to this, we have the background we have studied about why did this plan actually come, and then when we talk about the main provisions, what plan did it actually tell? क्योंकि जो वेवल प्लान था that was actually giving us independence, but रहोगे तुम अंडर किसके? ब्रिटिशर्स के. Then Congress party and all the cheerleaders were like, we want Poon Swaraj, we will not be satisfying ourselves on anything less than that. Therefore, we shall be talking only about complete independence. If you have such thing on your mind, then come to us, talk to us, and if you do not have, kindly stay away from our matters. That was something that was going on during that period of time. Which period of time? That was the era, say 1947, the basic era, the important era. So let's talk about the Mountbatten Plan and its features. First of all, there would be the partition of India. That means the whole of India will not remain whole of India. It has to be partitioned in India and Pakistan, because there was Muslim League and there was who? There was Congress. इसलिए the partition was to be done. Then Punjab and Bengal assemblies to vote on partition. Why Punjab and Bengal? Bengal partition we have already seen in 1905 was the partition of the Bengal, whereas the Punjab, most of the Punjab was to be partitioned. During the partition of the Punjab, when you see that there is India like this, and in this India, the Punjab session has been divided and majority has been kept in India, and half of the Punjab has been given to, this of the Punjab has been given to which? Pakistan. Due to this separation of Pakistan, you can see a mini Punjab in Pakistan as well. So Pakistan over here, Punjab is in both India and Pakistan both. Now, there was boundary commission, that was Redcliffe. Boundary condition, the commission was there. When India was to be divided, we were having a sort of, say, we were having bridges were there, rivers were there, and all other commodities were there. So all these commodities are to be divided. So who was given this, say, this task of dividing all the things? So that was given by Redcliffe. That's why we say the line of control, the line of division, actual control, the boundaries, or the boundary between the border between the India and Pakistan passes through Punjab as well. And this boundary was given by Redcliffe. That's why sometimes it is known as Redcliffe boundary as well. Then we have the referendum in NWFP and Shillett. Shillett is a sort of community. When we talk about Shillett, we will always discuss about Sindhis as well. Sindh or Sindhi, anything you can say. So Sindhis, what happened with Sindhis was, Sindhis were given an option like, which state would you like to choose? Would you like to choose Pakistan or would you like to choose India? Sindhis went for Pakistan and they chose Pakistan, and now their condition is terrible. Therefore, Sindhis joined Pakistan, and people over here, Punjab and Bengal, were voting whether you want to part our ways or not. And then we have the referendum over here that was also considered. Okay, Shellett again said that we will not be joining Pakistan, we will not be joining Bengal, but we, Assam, it was a state between Assam and there was a state between Bengal. So we asked them, which would you choose? Whether you would choose Assam or whether you would choose East Bengal. Shillelagh community chose East Bengal, that is in present date nothing but Bangladesh. All right. Then we have the princely state. When we talk about the princely state, it is believed that there were approximately 600 princely states which said that we do not want Pakistan, we do not want India, we want our own state. Like, say that there's a state saying that we are the princely states. Princely states were those states in which the leader or say the ruler was just known as nothing but the Raja of that particular state or the prince of that state. So, what happened was there were approximately 600 princely states who said that we will not be joining India, we will not be joining Pakistan, therefore, we want our own nation, we want our own country. But 600 means division of India, means India would be left with nothing. Therefore, what was decided? Then came the role of the Iron Man of India, the Iron Man of India, जिसका statue you must have seen in Gujarat, Sardar Vallabhbhai ji. So he talked to all the princely states. Therefore, all the princely states joined hands with India, and hence we have few states commonly known as Goa or Sikhism, and all these states we have now as princely states. Also, it was decided that the power, the things or the treaties that were signed with the British government and between the British government and the princely states will come to an end during the independence. Then we have the transfer of power advanced to August 15, 1947. They said that, British government said that if you really want freedom, if you really want independence, then what you need to do is you need to take independence or your power, you need to take your power from us before 1948, because if you will not be taking power from us before 1948, we will make someone else as the leader, and we will give the ownership of this state, of this particular country, to someone else. Therefore, we moved ahead and we said that we will be gaining independence from you on 15th August 1947, whereas the Pakistan committee took it on 14th August 1947. So that's how we gained independence. That was the Mountbatten Plan. What about Indian Independence Act? After this, there were certain acts, namely Indian Independence Act. What did this act say? This act said nothing but two dominions will be created. Those dominions will be known as what? India and Pakistan. Dominions means we would be having all the leadership and nothing you will be having, like that sort of, you can say. But dominion now refers to what? Dominion refers to that we are our own leaders. Then, end of the British suzerainty over the princely states, like that I have told you. Princely state and the something that was going on between the British community will come to an end after the independence. Okay. Then we have abolition of office of Secretary of State of India and Constituent Assemblies became sovereign bodies. Sovereign bodies refers to those bodies who would be having their no rulers, no prince, nothing of that sort. Then why Congress accept the partition? Partition was accepted by the Congress because all these things were going on during the World War II. For your information, World War One and World War Two both were won by British community. Now, there was a reason for for Indian Congress to accept the partition. Like, we never wanted to accept the partition, but we did accept it. Why? In order to um, in order to avoid the civil war. Civil war refers to people inside the community and they're fighting. Then administrative machinery was collapsing. As I've told you that there was a deadlock, nothing was working, political deadlock period was there during 1947. Therefore, administrative machinery was not working. Then immediate independence was prioritized. That means either you gain independence from us before 1948 or we shall be handling your case to some other community or thing. Then comes what? The criticism. Criticism says that why did people took this acceptance of partition? We are not happy with the partition. Some people in the in Pakistan are not happy with the partition. We were removed hastily. That was quick thing that happened to us. So many people, many obviously the leaders were satisfied because they were having something that they actually wanted. But most of the people, think about the civil people who are living in the community, who are living with the brotherhood in the same at the same place in this with the same feeling of content and not discontent that was actually created by the leader. So that was not acceptable. So some criticism was also made, like poor boundary demarcation was done and massive communal violence was also there. Around 10 to 15 million people displaced, approximately 1 million deaths. Imagine. Then we have the significance you can read on your own. Now we are coming on to actual thing, that is the independence and the partition. When we talk about the Mountbatten Plan, we have already talked about this. Okay, I think this is same. This is about Mountbatten, right? Okay. Let me just check for the notes. All right. So, in this thing, we will only discuss about the Mountbatten Plan. So another video will be there in which we shall be talking completely on independence and what were the demands of Pakistan. So before getting to actual topic, we had already laid the basis. I hope you have understood the Mountbatten Plan, and the Wavell Plan is also in your mind, though it is not ours. But if you write the history in contradiction to the people who doesn't know what Mountbatten Plan is, so obviously you would be succeeding with great marks and you would be moving on forward and gaining good marks. So that is our motto, that is our motive, that you gain more percentage, more marks, so that you can score well as compared to other ordinary people. So in the race of being extraordinary, we hope that you will join our team, our group, and be part of Startup Academy. Hope to see you face to face. If not face to face, then we can have live classes if you want that, and we can also conduct the live sessions on YouTube. So hope to see you soon. And our admissions are open. If you want to enroll, you can get yourself enrolled. Thank you and keep watching. Meet you in the next session with talk of independence and partition in complete detail. Thank you and keep watching.
Startup Academy presents Lakshya 2027, an exclusive batch designed only for serious ISS aspirants.